Welcome to Civility 360, folks, your platform for all things civility. Today, we have the honor to present to you the Productive Business Civility Regional Representatives for Global Appointment. We are honored. We are excited. Why? Because we are producing people who are global citizens, making a productive impact in their world and abroad. So today, we're going to show you the top, the creme de la creme, the people who are having what we call ER, folks. That's evidence and results. And we are going to make sure that you see the global representatives. They are regional, but they're also getting a global appointment because there's no place on the planet that they cannot reach out and see great productivity and cannot award it. So thank you for joining us. As you join, please, ma'am, please, sir, tell us where you're joining from. Tell us how you heard about it. Chime in with the comments, and we'll make sure to get this out to the entire globe. So thank you for joining us. I'm joined by my good friend, Sir Clyde Rivers, the world civility leader, the man with the plan himself. How are you doing today?
Man, I'm great. I'm happy to be a part of this amazing show that we have.
Absolutely, sir. Well, before we get started, I'd like to turn it over to you so that you can explain the brevity and the gravity of what we are about to do. Because many people see awards and they're like, oh, that's great, but they don't understand the depth of what is happening. So that we make sure that everyone who's watching knows, give us a little taste, sir, of what we're getting ready to do.
Absolutely, man. Again, what I want to say is this. When you don't understand the culture of honor, I'm the president and founder of I Change Nations. We're the world's largest culture of honor organization in the world. And let me tell you why this is important. Think about the amazing people in this world today. How many, if you aren't a politician, a movie star, or an athlete, go unnoticed? This is why I've established the world's largest culture of honor organization in the world. Why? What you honor becomes a standard for others to look up to. In this and the importance of every individual that's picked to be a productive business representative. You know what you are? You are a standard bearer for the next generation. Because as you find amazing people around the world, man, this organization, man, we have the power and the ability to put them on an international stage so the entire world knows what good looks like. We have to, here's just people, we don't have to redefine good. We have to create good so people know what good and excellence is. We don't have to redefine it. We have to create it because there's never been a time where civility has been known in the world. So we're creating a paradigm. And Dr. Vernet, man, I so appreciate the fact that you've established this amazing, man, productive civility business. Thank you for establishing that concept for the globe. Thank you, Professor.
Yes, sir. Thank you again so much, Sir Clyde Rivers. He is very humble. He has awards from around the globe. He's been knighted. I mean, you name it. This man has literally accomplished it by the grace of God. Every person that we are going to show you today has a humble spirit, has the mindset of civility. These are not people who are seeking awards.
No.
These are people who are doing the work. And the reason that we're telling you this is because there are tons of people who are watching who think that they can just go out and say, oh, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. This organization has over 20 years of skin in the game, from continent to continent, country to country. Kings and presidents have called to find out what they must do to work with this organization. So please, ma'am, please, sir, understand the brevity and the gravity of what you are about to witness today. I am grateful and thankful to be a part, and I'm humbled to work with such great leaders around the globe. Sir Clyde Rivers, let's get started for the brevity of time. I know many people have been on several civility shows today, so we want to make sure that we respect the time. Let's start off with Lo. Talk to me
Man,
about Lo Abdwa.
Dr. Sophia Lowell Abdulwahadi. She started the Pure Pearl Foundation. Every girl's a pearl. She has her mission is to end genital mutilation and to let every girl live in the world. And I'm telling you, she's an amazing leader. And trust me, as a regional rep, that woman's going to bring the best to the game. Thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's bring up next Dr. Frank Canoe.
I always say Frank's name is so nice, they named him twice. He's the president and founder of the organization called OPAD. And what he's done to alleviate poverty in the world may never understand the power of what this man has done. And right now, this man is attacking climate change. And if Dr. Frank Canoe, if he puts his actual mind to it, it's going to be done at the top levels. So he is a great representative out of Sweden, the country of Sweden.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you, Dr. Frank Canoe, for what you bring to the table. Let's bring up Dr. Raymond Harlaw.
This man, Dr. Harlaw, is one of the youngpreneurs, one of the young entrepreneurs. But I mean, I just can't pigeonhole him in the box. To me, he's one of the greatest potential leaders that I believe that we have in the world coming up. And I would say that anywhere. He understands business. He understands mankind. He understands family. He understands everything. And I'll tell you, this world is going to hear more about this man in the years to come.
Thank you for what you bring to the table. Let's move on to Dr. Mauricio Juarez.
Dr. Mauricio Juarez is one of the great chaplains, innovators of the world. He's what he's established in the work of like chaplaincy is he's allowing people to establish their own niche and be actually chaplains serving mankind. And what he's done, he's actually taken biblical chaplaincy out of the box. And he's put it at a whole nother level. And he's one of the most brilliant minds in this world that I've seen in that specific kind of work. Dr. Mauricio Juarez is number one in his class.
Absolutely, absolutely. Listen, I'm trying to manage a couple different platforms. I know that there are people who are chiming in, so forgive us if you see your comment later, but we want to make sure that we respect everyone's time in the different arenas of the world today. So as we look at this, you are seeing people who are making a difference in their world. Now, let's talk about Dr. Soyam Shah.
Dr. Soyam Shah is probably one of the she's one of the top young people I know in the world. Man, she works with the Lions Club, the actual Leos. What are the actual young people? I believe she works in over 120 organizations. I think it's more like 1,500 organizations around the world, helping to make life better for the young people of the world. And also she's an entrepreneur, and her family, they give back to philanthropic work. She's a part of one of the greatest families I know that give back to this world, Dr. Soyam Shah.
Wow, wow, wow. You know, and very rarely do we get to do family awards. So I want to go and dive straight into Dr. Manoj Shah.
I call him one of the world's greatest humanitarians. And I don't say that lightly. This man, the whole entire while I've known him in my life, he has evidence and results of helping people all over the globe. He's one of the top in the actual Lions Club in the whole world. He's one of the top councils there. And you know what? The work he's done, there's no words I'm telling you, people, if you want to see a true humanitarian that puts his whole life into the work, Dr. Manoj Shah. And we're honored to have him in Productive Business Civility.
Wow, wow, wow. Listen, folks, I'm telling you, it only gets greater. It only grows as we go. So we're talking about Ambassador Tony Jaja.
Tony Elkhair Jaja out of South Sudan. This man has been he has opened doors for our work all over the world. In actually Sudan, he's a unifier. He's a man of many talents. He's his as an ambassador, he's one of the best. I've seen this man bring networks, things that we're fighting. He's in the middle of actually peacekeeping things around the world. Tony Jaja is a great leader.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So I hope that you all are picking up what we're putting down right now. And you can see that these are global world leaders that are making a change and a difference in and around their community, in their particular community and around the globe. These are people who are changing lives, changing the game. They are philanthropic. They're humanitarians. They're ambassadors that are killing the game. Why? Because it's possible. Civility is the engine that drives our world. And we want you to know without a shadow of a doubt that these are the individuals that you turn to when you want results. These are the individuals that you call when you want results. How do I know this? Because they are part of the network and they are making big things happen. Let's move forward to Dr. Christopher and Carol Green.
Man, Care Ready Responders, Chris and Carol Green are the vice chancellors for our United Graduate College and Seminary. And the Care Ready Responders, this couple has literally revolutionized people's lives. A couple years ago, I had a talk with them, and they actually started volunteering at homeless shelters to empower people. And now their organization and their institution is now working in over 5 different, actually in 5 different states. And they are at the top of empowering people. These are 2 of the most amazing evidence and results-based people transforming people's lives in the world. Chris and Dr. Carol Green are phenomenal leaders and people. These are 2 people that I want you to get to know. They're phenomenal.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then we move on to Dr. Robin Mosier Lococo. Talk to us, sir.
Some people see her as the vice president of I Change Nations. That's one of the hats she wears. She has founded Challenge Champion and Heroes, and special needs culture of honor organization. And I have watched her grow that institution from an idea into 12 countries. And here in the next couple of weeks, it's going to expand into 27 countries. And so people, you have to see her standing alone as the founder of Challenge Champions and Heroes. She has done the work almost single-handedly. It's amazing for someone to have a heart for special needs community, people that people want to get rid of. Dr. Lococo is giving a hand up and empowering and actually bringing exposure to the whole world that, hey, special needs people are champions as well. So thank you, Dr. Lococo.
Absolutely. Blessings, Dr. Lococo, for the work that you are doing, evidence-based, results-based work that is changing the trajectory of the special needs community. And what I love most, sir, is how she transforms and changes the minds of the world. They're not special needs. They're differently abled.
Yes.
And I love that. I love that. Dr. Rebecca Harper.
Dr. Rebecca Harper is the family civility icon. She picked this up about 1.5 years ago. And where this woman has carried family civility, I don't believe anyone in the world could do what this woman has done. Man, she's one of the most knowledgeable people. If you ever have the chance to hear her speak, it's worth hearing her speak. If you can ever be in a location where she's at, I recommend you go, because she's one of the most informed people that's making the world better for the context of the family. Just there are no words for what she has done.
Mm, 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 mm. I tell you, when someone takes up the mantle for something and they take it all around the globe and they make sure that it is known, that it is seen, and that it is heard, man, you can't help but to applaud them. You can't help but to show the world how great of a concept that they have and how great their mind and their life's work is. So we appreciate each and every person that we are honoring today and appointing today. I promise you, this is not about a like contest. This is about people who show up and show out every single day to make a difference in the world. Talk to me about Dr. Jared Akama.
The father of legacy, the Dr. Jared Akama is just brilliant. He's brilliant. If you ever get the ability to speak to this man, he this man understands legacy. This man is on the forefront of so much change taking place in the continent of Africa. I don't know of a person on the continent of Africa that is as impactful as Dr. Akama. And what he's doing, he's bringing kindness and respect to institutions and organizations that would have never accepted our faith and faith. And he's bringing everyone to he's bringing everyone to a whole new level of thinking in the kind of work he does. Jared, you're one of the best in the world.
My. And now we move on to Dr. Christina Roberts-Kozacek.
Every Girl Wins has started about 2 years ago. And I want to tell you right now, this woman has empowered the organization to where it's in I want to say 18 countries now. And the vision that she has for what they call her right. Every girl has a right. She's created a philosophy and she's moving this institution to empower girls in the world. I'm telling you, what has happened in a 2-year period to be in actually 18 countries. She spoke at the United Nations, and I'm telling you, doors are opening, because when you do the right thing, right things happen. And I'll tell you, to have her as a rep, there's it's just one of the best in the world. Thank you, Dr. Kozacek, for everything you do to make sure every girl has rights in the world.
Absolutely. Again, I'm trying to catch up with all of the comments that are coming through. We have Dr. Rebecca Harper, you're a true leader. Dr. Jared Akama is a powerhouse. Here's Dr. Rebecca just saying about Raymond Harlal and how he brings prosperity to so many youth all over the world. Man, this is phenomenal. I am grateful and thankful that we have people who know how to honor, celebrate, and champion one another. This does our hearts extremely well. So as we move on, we move to the UK with Professor Dr. Patrick Basinge.
Patrick Basinge is a star among stars. This man has created Greatness University, and what he's done, he's taken greatness in the world to another level. And what I love about his paradigm he created is he's opening the entire globe to where people understand greatness and what he does to put people on the stage. I've never seen it done anywhere in the world. Greatness has a new name because of Dr. Patrick Basinge.
My. And then, of course, we cannot forget Dr. Julian Basinge, and from the UK as well.
Royal Civility movement, she has created an institution of civility. No, not civility, royal civility, where her concept is everyone's a royal. And you know, for someone to have the vision to establish an organization, an institution that's going to train people that we're all royals in the world because God didn't make any spare parts. Dr. Jillian is a brilliant brain, and I'm telling you, if you ever have an opportunity, look her up. And she's one of the people I know in the world today that is bringing royalty at the correct level. Dr. Jillian, she's in a class by herself.
Come on, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Do you recognize who you are? When you do the right thing happens. Come on, somebody. Help us to celebrate and honor those who deserve to be honored. This is such an awesome opportunity to share with the world people who are making a difference. Let's go to Africa. Dr. Matthias Matola.
Dr. Matthias Matola, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I this this man here is a vice chancellor of our United Graduate College and Seminary International. This man is the genius maker. I'm telling you, if you ever have the chance to be around or hear him, he is one of the most powerful voices I know in the world today. Him and Dr. Anana, we'll get to her next. But this man here is truly a legendary voice, and he gives me hope for the generation to come. Because a year ago, I believe he was the African Civility Educator of the Year. Follow this man. He's the example with evidence and results.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Talk about a brilliant young mind with genius civility. Now, listen, folks, we can talk about a lot of things, but I've got to be honest with you. Education. Education is something that we want to make sure that people understand. And there is a new way of thinking when it comes to education. And this young lady here has branded education in a totally different spectrum that has caused the world to stand up and recognize what she is saying. And of course, that is none other than Dr. Michael P. Pitzel.
All I can say is a legendary voice in the arena of education. Searcherdemics is a philosophy that she founded. She founded that philosophy. She actually researched it, and I'm telling you, people, she has the like new model that the whole world will actually follow, because everyone on the inside of them, there's an education that God wants them to bring to this world. She is truly, she hear this, she is the pioneer forerunner of that searcherdemics, and she established it hands down by herself. I worked with her for 14 years around the world. I've watched her craft this whole concept, and now it's hitting mainstream. She is a leading voice in a new education paradigm that will impact the globe. One of the best in the world, Dr. Michael Pitzel.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Listen, I cannot even begin to formulate the words on someone who takes a concept, molds it, shapes it, makes it malleable, and then makes sure that they hang on to it so that the world can pick it up. You see, it's easy to start something, but it's extremely hard to finish something. And what I appreciate is that Dr. Michael P. Pitzel has the spirit of a finisher, and her mind and mindset is taking the world by storm. So again, each and every person that you're seeing on this platform, I promise you, is someone that you want to follow, that you want to connect with, and that you want to be a part of what they're doing. Let's take it to New Jersey. Dr. Anana Pfeiffer Delahoe.
This woman right here is one of the greatest motor doers. I got to change motivation, because she's a motor doer. This woman has taken, blessed girl, in my opinion, she is one of the top women voices in the world. and she has evidence and results. I've watched her start in a small country of Guyana, and I've watched her lead girls that were good, but if you touch her, Dr. Nana makes you great. I'm telling you, she has one of people. Find blessed girl. Look up Dr. Anana. I'm telling you, Dr. Rivers, one of my favorite voices in the world to hear is Dr. Anana, because her evidence and results is just when she touches you, you get better. Your life gets better. So, man, I'm telling you, to have her on the team, game over. It's a wrap. Next.
Well, listen, folks, I'm telling you, I enjoy this because I love seeing people to be productive around the world. I believe that productivity is a part of all of our lives. But the question is, are we ready to live it out? And this is what you're seeing. I'm talking about people who are making a difference, people who are showing up, people who are showing out, people who are literally crushing the game. When you have people like Dr. Will Moreland, who will tell you these are awesome and amazing people, when you have people like Dr. Anana, Betty Speaks, when you have all of these civility icons that are crushing the game, please, ma'am, please, sir, know that you are in the right space. Now, I have a question for each and every one of you. How do you change the world? How do you change the world? That is a question that I want you to wake up with every single morning. How am I going to change the world today? Because that question literally helps you to be productive every single day. Let's take it to Dr. Albert Necessagari.
Dr. Albert Necessagari is probably the most brilliant mind I know of today that knows how to impact the world. He's been in a presidential protocol, but what he does with the young people of his country is phenomenal. I've seen him I went in that country when there was bullet holes all over the wall, and I watched this country build. And Dr. Albert has single-handedly carried young people in the country to a whole nother state of mind. He is, in my humble opinion, one of the greatest minds that understands how the world operates today. And I'm honored to have him as a friend, and he's great to have as a productive Civility regional rep for Burundi, Africa, a great country.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I know that there are so many people trying to get in to the background. We do apologize. There's only so much limited space that we can get in. I'm trying to put up the actual comments as we go along. Thank you for watching from all around the globe. These are the regional reps. We have a few more that we want to honor. And then, of course, tomorrow is going to be a big day, but we'll tell you about that in just a second. Again, it is an honor and a pleasure, truly a privilege to work with such awesome leaders. Let's take it to Dr. Estelle Collins.
Estelle Collins, in the dictionary under statesman, it's him. He's just a phenomenal leader that works with all parties, everyone, keeps his integrity intact, and is always looking out for the betterment of people. There's if I have to pick an actual global statesman, it's this man. This man, Dr. Collins, is the best global statesman I know in the world. Is Dr. Estelle Collins. He's number one.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. What a wonderful blessing to hear. Dr. Estelle Collins making a difference around the globe. Thank you for being a great leader, one who is well spoken of, well thought of, one who, when you hear his name, things begin to move in your mind. What a phenomenal opportunity to hear about Dr. Estelle Collins. Now, listen. Now, the way the commercial goes, it says, listen, Linda, and that's a pun that I'm going to use right now because we're bringing to the stage the one and the only Dr. Linda and Sonny Laura.
Man, what these two people do, Dr. Sonny Laura is one of the greatest gang educators in the entire world. Linda Laura, Civility, Linda Laura is an unlimited machine. I'm telling you, people, you got to look. She has started a school of education. Dr. Sonny has Firehouse. It's an organization that accepts kids that have 4 Fs in school. You have to have 4 Fs to go into his actual program.
Come on.
I seen with my own eyes. I've watched people that came in with actually 4 Fs and are now in college that are they actually turn people around in 1 year. I've not seen any work like theirs in the entire world. Future Elite Academy, Dr. Linda Laura started that thing from skin and bones, and now it's impacting the whole globe. These two people here, there's none like them in the world. The best in their field, the best in their craft, the best in the world. Dr. Sonny and Linda Laura.
Come on, somebody. Listen, folks, I hope that you're picking up what we're putting down. I'm talking about phenomenal leaders. I'm talking about people who are making a difference in their community and abroad. I'm talking about those who have the evidence and the results to show up and show out in their community. I'm talking about people, as you just heard, who goes into gangs and takes over their territory by training and teaching their kids that there is a better way to go about life and showing, watch this, the elite educational institutions that we can train and show the way. What are we talking about today, folks? We're talking about civility. We're talking about learning how to put humanity first. And it is a pleasure and an honor to present to each and every one of you the class of 2021. And when I say that with a humble heart, that we have amongst us right here, right now, productive business, civility, regional representatives who are going to take this thing to the next level. Are you ready to change your world? If so, how do you plan on doing it? That's the question that I have for you all. Regional representatives, changing the game and the globe one small step at a time. I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being who you are. Thank you for seeing the spectrum of color. Thank you for changing the globe. Thank you. Because of you, we get to do what we do today. Because of you, generations are going to be changed. Because of you, and you not thinking it strange to bring your skill set to the forefront, 7.8 billion people are going to see lives change because of you. I turn it over to you, Sir Clyde Rivers.
Everyone that's been recognized today, I've learned something. If there's no standard, then establish it. And every one of you in here, in your expertise, you are establishing what the standard is. If I can encourage you, don't look back because no one's on your path. You're creating the path for them to follow. Work on your strengths and hire your weaknesses, because everyone you hear will be known for the strength that you've created. You are blazing a trail where there is no trail. So people, if I can encourage you, that's a lonely place to be. But you know what? Sometimes as you put a post out, that post may get 1 like, but here it is. 1,000 people have seen it. They just haven't pushed the button. So I'm telling you, just stay encouraged. You are blazing a trail where there's no path. And Professor Vernet, you've established this. You've created productive business civility. Dr. Vernet, it's a pioneer species. And you know what? And here it is. When there's a fire, what actually grows after the fire is the actual pioneer species. It's resilient. It can handle any weather. It can handle anything. And that's what you've created, Professor Vernet. As we enter into a new season where everything's changing, you are a pioneer species with a productive business civility. And we thank you. And we're honored to be a part of working with you.
Definitely appreciative, definitely grateful. Thank you, and thank all of you who have showed up and showed out during this time. I want to tell everyone who is watching, those who will watch the replay, make sure that you are on tomorrow. The Global Day for Productive Business Civility is tomorrow, June 13th, and we're going to be doing something extremely special. Yes. We are going to be doing something that has never been done before. And I dare you to chime in, and I dare you to show someone else the opportunity to chime in on this special event. What is that special event? Never seen before, never heard before, but here's a glimpse of what you will see. There will be Productive Business COVID-19 Leadership Awards given to those who have stood the test of time. During a year when the world shut down, they stood up. And I challenge you to share it with friends and family. I challenge you to share it with organizations and countries, because this is the first of its kind. Sharing with the world what real leadership looks like. It is truly an honor and a pleasure to serve, to work, to fight, and to press forward with each and every one of you. It is truly an honor to work with I Change Nations and all of you wonderful leaders. The world is a better place because we decided that we are going to change nations, and we're forever grateful for that. I'm going to go ahead and bring as many people on as I can, Sir Clyde Rivers. I know the background, they were trying to like pull us out, but let's go ahead and get as many in as possible. Let's see, will it allow me? Man, this thing is interesting.
Dr. Manoj.
Blessings to each and every one of you.
All of you. Oh, this is good.
Salute you. I pray with you and for you for your initiatives, the impact that you are making around the globe, and to all of you who can't physically tap in right now because StreamYard is telling us there's too many in the background. I salute you. Thank you for the work that you are doing. Remember, leaders lead from the front, and that is exactly what you have done. It is an honor and a privilege to call you Productive Business Civility Regional Representatives for the work that you're already doing.
Wow.
So I am honored. If anyone would like to say something briefly, I'll open up the floor and we can go from there.
I'd like to
Dr. Manoj Shah, why don't you greet the people?
Thank you very much, Sir Clyde Rivers and Professor Joseph Vernet. On behalf of SOIM and myself, we are so proud and privileged to be a part of this group. To Professor Vernet, thank you for giving us this great opportunity, and it's only a great platform for us to do more. And to my mentor and my best friend, Sir Clyde Rivers, I Change Nations has really done tremendous amount of work over the past few years. Keep it up. Well done. And my best wishes to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Sonny and Linda Lard. Grace the people.
Yeah, I'd like to just thank every one of you and share one verse with you, which is in Proverbs 22:29. Do you see a man skilled in his work? He'll serve before kings and not men of low rank. Every one of you will be at that place, because that's what God called us to be. Walk in the grace and be the best you in those places.
Yes, what an honor. Thank you all. We're just amongst the top of the top. I'm just in awe of what God is doing. And Professor Vernet, what you have established here. Wow, look at this. This is amazing. And I love that it's the first of the first. So we are at the top.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Dr. Lococo.
Yes, good morning, everybody, world leaders. And Dr. Vernet, I would like to thank you for this honor. It's a privilege to be able to work with you. And of course, Sir Clyde Rivers. I look forward to the adventures ahead.
Fantastic.
Absolutely.
Dr. Michael Pitzel.
Hello, thank you for having me today. I just wrote down a few quotes that you gentlemen said that are powerful, and I want to thank you for being an example of what you spoke. But you said what you honor is a standard for the next generation. So Professor Vernet, Sir Clyde Rivers, thank you for honoring us and setting a new standard for people to look up to. And thank you for showing us what good looks like. It doesn't just sound like, but what it looks like, because you are always moving and you are always doing. Thank you.
Thank you. Raymond Harla.
It's an honor to be on here. Thank you, Sir Clyde Rivers and Professor Vernet Joseph, for creating this amazing stage. I'm just honored to be surrounded by all these other great world leaders from across the globe today. And Professor Vernet, I'd like to jump off so somebody else can come in, if that's all right.
No worries. No worries. All is good.
Thank you. Dr. Harper. Dr. Anana. Take us to the
Hello,
promised land.
greetings. I'm so excited and honored to be amongst giants and generals in the kingdom. Super grateful, Sir Clyde Rivers, and of course, Professor Vernet Joseph, your leadership, your mentorship at such a time, unprecedented time, when truly even us as leaders, we need the encouragement. I can say for myself, the inspiration. Thank you so much. Truly honored. And as Sir Clyde Rivers says, listen, we will continue. We're not looking back, but we are going to continue to create a path for many more thousands of people to come and follow. So thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. And Jared Akama.
Thank you, Dr. Rivers and Professor Joseph, that I am a professor of legacy, and if you want to see legacy with your own eyes and in your own lifetime, you have seen it this morning or night.
It's true.
And hear this. The world is struggling from 2015 to 2030 to implement sustainable development.
Yes.
Dr. Vernet and Sir Dr. Rivers, with the team which has been assembled here tonight and this afternoon or morning, let us tell people to be productive, period. And we'll end poverty, we will end anger, we will treat people fairly, and we will take the world forward into another level. Thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Harper.
I just want to say thank you so much. You know, in the past year and a half, we put our heads down. All of us put our heads down and said we were going to use this time proactively, not reactively. And when you brought this award to us, you said, take the time and acknowledge what you've done. And I want to thank you for that. It is such an honor to see all the people that have received these representative awards. And I look forward to working so hard for your civility, just as many people on the screen and behind the scenes have worked hard with family civility, because we work together. And I think that's the main reason why we have been so productive, is the collaboration with all the ambassadors, which you have encouraged, Dr. Rivers and Dr. Vernet. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And Dr. Vernet, I'm going to put something else on your plate. We need to do a book with this. We need to
make it happen, sir.
Volume 1, Productive Civility. We get everyone's story. So please let us get this done so we can watch this, people. We have to archive our history. If we don't tell it in books, history won't tell our story. So we have to write our history while we're alive so our story can live on. So Dr. Vernet, another assignment, this COVID-19 leadership representative, let's do the book so the history lives on and on. So our kids will know the history. And hear this, Never depend on someone else to ever tell your history. They may tell it wrong. Write your history while you're alive so people can hear the story straight from you. Thank you all. You're amazing people.
Absolutely. Well, once again, assignment accepted, received, and ready. There's never an assignment that we cannot take. If God gives the vision, he will also give the provision. So thank you all. I look forward to connecting with you to get your stories so that we can begin to craft the COVID-19 leadership book to teach the world how it works.
And wait, and Dr. Net, Dr. Soyam Shaw is not a doctor yet, but I believe you put her name up there because she's supposed to be one.
That's right.
What's going to happen, Soyam Shaw, we'll send you the official paperwork. And you know what? And Dr. Soyam, we're going to bring you in this year. We'll do a special online doctorate service for Dr. Soyam Shaw. How many of you agree with that on this call right now?
All right.
Yes.
Right.
100%.
Done deal. Signed, sealed, and delivered. You never know what's going to happen on Civility 360, folks. Well, we are definitely honored. Thank you so much for showing up, each and every one of you. We appreciate you. We value you. You are seen. You are heard. The work that you are doing does not go unnoticed. And remember, it's all about relationships. It's all about collaboration, and it's all about partnerships. Let's continue to show the world what civility looks like on every single level. Thank you all. Blessings to you. After this is over with, there's some stuff that will be in the background for you to share out. And please share the show and let the world see what civility looks like in action. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Blessings in abundance, and enjoy the rest of your evening, afternoon, morning, or midday, depending upon where you are in the world. Until next time, this is Sir Clyde Rivers and Professor Vernet A. Joseph, Civility 360, and the Productive Business Civility Delegation of Regional Reps, signing off and saying to you, it's time to get civil. Now let's go make it happen.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.